Hey, what is going on, my fellow Zillow surfers? I am excited to take a look at today's property, and I think you guys are going to be excited about this one as well. I hadn't even really dug too deep into this one, but I saw there's actually a UFO in this home. This is like an Area 51 alien outer space themed home in Hurricane, Utah, and I've actually visited Hurricane, Utah in the past. It's a very, very cool town, not too far from Zion Park in Utah, so a ton of great outdoor things to do in this area. Cool little town, not too far from, I believe it's St. George. I forget if it's St. George or St. Joe, but one of the bigger towns in southwest Utah. This is a really sick property. You could live in this yourself, or you could turn it into like an Airbnb or a little mini resort. There's a swimming pool. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. A lot of times I don't really like to dig into these properties too much before we take a look at them, because I want us to take a look at them together. So we're going to be really impressed with this property, I think. Hurricane is a small yet fast-growing city in Washington County, Utah, located in the scenic Hurricane Valley, just 20 miles west of Zion National Park. So you're not too far from Zion National Park, with around 24,000 to 26,000 residents. The town is growing in its economic blend of tourism, agriculture, retail, and local services. Originally settled in 1896 as part of Brigham Young's cotton mission, it's earned a reputation for orchards, especially peaches, pecans, and pistachios. And many residents commute to nearby St. George, that's the town I was trying to think about, for work or recreation. When I was staying in that area, I think I was staying in Washington, Utah, which is a cool little town, a lot of golf courses and stuff like that. St. George was kind of the nearby town where we'd go if we needed to go to a liquor store or Costco or a bigger store. Really cool town. I remember, I can't think of the name of it, but there's a really cool coffee shop outside of town that has a back porch that overlooks this like big canyon. So great place to grab like a cinnamon roll and a coffee in the morning. I'll let you guys take a look at some of these photos while we talk a little bit about Hurricane, Utah, and then we'll talk a little bit more about this property. So right now you're looking at the UFO. Named from a whirlwind in the 1860s. A violent gust blew the top off Mormon leader East Gus Snow's buggy he equipped. Well, that was a hurricane, and the name stuck, later pronounced locally as Hurricane, in homage to early live Poodlean settlers. Try to say that 3 times fast, right? Hurricane Canal, hand-dug lifeline. Between 1891 and 1904, residents excavated a 7.5-mile irrigation canal from the Virgin River, transforming an arid land into a productive orchard. It was pivotal in settling Hurricane, and today serves as a preserved trail and heritage site. Historic Hurricane Leverkin Bridge, spanning the Virgin River. This steel Warren Pony Truss Bridge was one of Utah's oldest of its kind and listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1995. Gateway to outdoor adventure, Hurricane lies on scenic Route 9 between St. George and Zion National Park, making it a hub for hiking, mountain biking, ATV and UTV trails, boating at Quail Creek and Sand Hollow State Parks, and access to Snow Canyon, Coral Pink Dunes, and the Red Cliff Conservation Area. You know, I went to the Sand Hollow State Park, I believe it was. We rented a boat, and because it's so warm there and the water isn't super deep, there's something in the water that can give you some type of algae that can like bother your skin. I remember we rented a boat, and right after we rented the boat and planned on going and jumping in the water and cooling off, they're like, oh, by the way, your whole body might break out in a giant rash if you go in this water. We wound up going into water anyways, and we were fine. I guess if you stay away from the shore, you're generally pretty good. And then lastly, agriculture heritage, peaches and pecans. As part of Utah's early cotton mission, Hurricane also became famed for pecans, peaches, pistachios, and apricot orchards. The tradition endures and is celebrated each Labor Day at the annual Peach Festival. So really cool property here. Let's take a look at some more info about the property. 8 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, 3,372 square feet. Again, this one's located at 166 East 300 North in Hurricane or Hurricane, Utah 34737. Asking $1,489,000. Built in 1985. Asking $442 a square foot. This is on a 0.31 acre lot. What's special about this home? It's a themed unit. There's a play pool. Full-scale flying saucer, bunk room, flight deck, volleyball net, private ensuite baths. Let's see if we can take a look at the property history here. This property is going to cost you $8,400 a month to own. Let's see here. What do we got? So, wow, property history goes back to 2021, sold for 500,000. Was listed in 2023 for 1.8 million. So I'm guessing that they built some more units or did this whole UFO theme. Let's look at the property taxes. I'm guessing they're going to be pretty reasonable. Yeah, I mean, look at this sick property. $5,200 property taxes in 2023. Let's read a little bit about what we're actually getting here. Why own a single rental when you can own the entire resort? That's right. Opportunity has 3 separate units with central pool and hot tub located close to Zion National Park, Sand Hollow Lake, and St. George. The property is zoned highway commercial, which is unique and allows for short-term rentals. Area 51 is a themed unit with the Hangar 18 being the focal point, with a full-scale flying saucer that doubles as a bunk room with flight deck and cryogenics bunk room, as well as 3 suites with private ensuite bath. The bunk rooms also have their own bath. The pool is a play pool with a volleyball net, shamoo self-play area, and an 8-person hot tub. Notes may be assumable. See additional info for details. Where this is a commercial zone property, SBA financing is an option. Current SBA loan may be assumable based on borrower qualifications and equity position. Danny Johnson at Cache Valley Bank is the contact to discuss assumption with options. A change to the, okay, so this is more about like disclosures and things about the property. Let's hop in here. So it looks like the spaceship is actually inside of the unit right behind the couch. Looks like maybe the kids could sleep in there or something like that. We got a slide coming down from the 2nd story. Looks like we got 2 bedrooms off of a main room. We got kind of a gaming room, also kind of spaceship themed. We got some cool gaming chairs. Looks like an Xbox in there. Another bedroom. Nothing too crazy about this bedroom. That's cool. This, it kind of looks like a kid's playground area. What is that, like a punching bag in the wall or something? Okay, so you're sleeping in like a cryogenic bunk bed. That's pretty neat. Nice outdoor sitting area. It's really sunny and it gets really hot out in Utah, so it's nice that they have this kind of covered area here, and it's private. Looks like these 3 units share a swimming pool. We got a little net and kind of an area where you're climbing up old ammo crates or boxes to get to the 2nd floor. That's neat. Neat bunk bed here. Really love everything about this space. Very, very cool. It'd be my dream to own some type of like little resort like this where you could live on property and rent out a couple of the other units, and just kind of your day is chatting with guests and, kind of cleaning up, doing the housekeeping. Neat area, kitchen, Hangar 18. Got the hot tub there. It's like a little game room. This looks like a smaller unit. Really nice kind of community pool area. Looks like we got the volleyball net in there. Everything's kind of sharing this space. So you could have 3 different families staying at your quote-unquote little resort, but they kind of got a shared pool area. And again, this is a fantastic location. You're not too far from St. George for going to get groceries and things like that, but you're also 20 minutes from Zion, which is arguably one of, if not the best national parks in the country. What do you guys think about this property? Would you want to own this? Would you want to live here? Would you want to have a little Airbnb business out of here? Again, this one is $1,489,000, 8 beds, 8 bath, over 3,300 square feet. And this one is located at 166 East 300 North, Hurricane, Utah, 84737. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this property. Drop a comment down below. If you're not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. If you thought this property was cool, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.